Comfortable accommodation in the Bush Lapa caravan is a good choice for a 3-day stay in the sanctuary. A suitable camera allows an overview over the area while driving. With a sturdy mounting, the car serves as a tripod, thereby ensuring steady shooting with the heavy camera. Again in the Khama Rhino Sanctuary. I have been here several times, and one may ask, why again? But one should not judge the quality of a decision by the result. Had I known that South Africa changed the rules and no PCR test is required, I would have saved the money and rather spend the time somewhere else instead of here waiting for PCR test results. But never mind, it's always a nice place. It's a bit cool at the moment, but there is no bad weather, just unsuitable clothing. So we will see and happily film again a few rhinoceros. The campsite allowed free movement of animals by day and in particular at night. I was as surprised as this kudu, not even to mention the zebras in the thickets. After excellent summer rains, all bushes and the grass showed solid green colors. The sand in the road was wet and solid. No need to deflate the tires. This is one of the pens of the Khama Rhino Sanctuary. There are 2 such pens, plus the bird hide, which also provides water. The square-lipped rhino mowing the lawn. The square lip reminds one of cattle. It is a perfect tool to feed on grass. And having such a long nose, looks like that this one has been lying a lot in its life, similar to Pinocchio. But also on the rhinos one finds tick birds, oxpeckers. During the night it has been raining. It's still here and there drizzling a bit. The sky is covered, grey clouds, and probably not good prospects for some decent filming. While having breakfast, I threw out a bit of muesli and immediately the usual suspects arrived to participate in my breakfast. But in filming, one has to always be optimistic. So we will see what the day is giving us. Blue wildebeest with the characteristics dark stripes. Khama Rhino Sanctuary is a place where one can see springbok and impala together. Further west, one would find almost exclusively springbok, and in the east, impala. This has to do with their habitat preference and also with the availability of water. Springbok do not need as much water as impala, and they can survive without water for a week or so. Today, filming is a bit of a pain. The cloud cover is approximately 6/8, and there's no sense in filming when everything is covered in the shade. So I have to wait for holes in the cloud cover to arrive and to persist, to make it worthwhile to switch on the camera. Otherwise I just waste battery. With the exception of leopard, there are no predators here. The leopard carries its prey into the tree. It cannot be reached by the vultures. So these vultures are here mainly for drinking water and also for bathing. Little is known that vultures are bathing quite regularly to avoid that their feathers are clogged up by blood. In the main, we see here yellow-backed vultures, but amongst them are also large leopard-faced vultures. You can see the red head. They are the largest vultures in Africa. It's a huge vulture if one see it in comparison to the white-backed vulture. Yeah, dipping each wing really nicely, the neck as well, all other feathers. This is part of the ceremony. The Rhino Sanctuary has a considerable number of zebras available. This is the Burchell zebra. You can see nicely the shadow stripe between the black stripes in the middle of the white. And also characteristic is that the stripes do not go right down to the hoofs like we see it with the mountain zebra. The mountain zebra also lacks the shadow stripe. It's only pure black and pure white. The vulture's got company from a marabou stork. He's also feeding on carrion, but quite often he is one of the first to cut open the thick hide of animals before the vultures can have access. The attraction of the sanctuary is obviously the Rhinoceros, the square-lipped one as well as the hook-lipped one. The latter is rather rare and didn't make a showing this time round. For this baby it will take still a while until a full-length set of horns are grown. The bulls of the square-lipped rhino can weigh in excess of 2 tons. The blessing for the sanctuary is the daily patrols of the Botswana Defence Force stationed at a nearby garrison. This prevents all kind of poaching. Such a patrol directed my attention to spotting a leopard hidden in the bush. These animals are so well camouflaged that one can easily drive past without spotting them. This is the Eland, the largest antelope of Africa. Bulls can weigh up to 1 ton. There are quite a number here in the sanctuary. They are mixed feeders. They feed on grass if it's juicy and fresh, but in the main they are actually browsers. Good to see is this dewlap at the lower end of the neck, which is particularly prominent on old bulls. And there it can get to quite a considerable size. The female warthog carries 2 warts, which are skin folds. The male carries 4 such warts and has usually also the larger tusks. Such puddles of water are proof of above normal rainfall in this area. Apart from the road, such water puddles are distributed throughout the sanctuary. As a result, some game species didn't make a showing at the official waterholes, making game spotting this time less rewarding. This rhino cow carries the longest horn I have ever seen on a rhino. It has also a unique shape. It's not bent upward, but straight. I have seen her a few times. Once she was wearing a collar, probably for scientific reasons, trying to see where she walks, but in the meantime she has that on her right front leg.